All right, Mark, thank you. Type 1 diabetes is a disease that affects some 3 million people in this country. It often strikes in childhood, and the people who get it through no fault of their own. Right now, there's no cure for type 1 diabetes, but I'm with a couple of young people who are trying to do something about that. 17-year-old Michelle Smolarski and 7-year-old Jonathan Platt have just returned from Children's Congress in Washington, D.C., where they represented the L.A. chapter of the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. Welcome back, guys.
Thank you.
How was it?
It was amazing. It was an incredible experience.
Jonathan, what did you think of all those congressmen up there?
They were awesome. I thought they were great.
Yeah, what'd you tell them?
I told them I hope there's a cure for diabetes soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you. And tell us about this. I know firsthand because my son has type 1 diabetes, but tell people the challenges that you face every day, Michelle, just to get through a day.
Well, with diabetes, there's no quick fix. It's really you're constantly having to adapt and deal with different situations. There's no day off of diabetes. You know, you have to take into consideration so many different things. It's not just counting carbs and giving yourself insulin. It's also the fear of long-term complications and what exercise is going to do. And it's just a lot. But I think that by us going to Washington, we really proved that diabetes changes the way you live, but it doesn't really stop you from doing anything, and you can still have a voice and a say in how your future.
That's absolutely right. Jonathan, do you prick your own finger every day? How many times do you do that?
No, sometimes my mom does it, and sometimes I do it at my school.
Yeah, and then how do you do your insulin?
First, let me show you my puppets.
Okay. You have an insulin pump there. That's a cool holder that you have.
Yeah. I'm not going to really give myself insulin, but you press B like this.
Yeah.
Then you press act. And then you press act again. Act.
And you do this every time you eat, right?
Uh-huh.
And is it difficult?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are different boluses. Dual does it half the time and then half the other time. Square does the same thing, but normal does it for the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to do normal act.
Right.
And then it shows you how much it's going to give you. And then you press act. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot to keep in mind for a young guy like you. And you've been, Michelle, dealing with this for many years.
13 years.
Yeah.
Not a rookie anymore.
Right. And so I understand why this is such an important thing for you and for all of us in the diabetes community. When you met with these folks, tell me about some of the highlights. Who did you get to meet with?
Well, I remember meeting Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor. That was a moment I'll never forget. She told us her story because she was diagnosed at age 8, and she was just so inspiring to hear from her. And then also meeting with my representative, Elton Gallegly. He was so supportive and just receptive and really supportive of more funding for diabetes research, and as well as Barbara Boxer and Senator Boxer and Senator Feinstein, and just through the whole program, the whole process. We just had so many great experiences and so many great responses. So.
Let me ask both of you. Jonathan, what do you want people at home to know about type 1 diabetes?
Well, type 1 diabetes is a hard disease to handle because you gotta check your blood sugar 8 to 10 times a day because it's hard doing that. And you gotta give yourselves shots or give yourselves insulin, as I just showed you.
Good job. Anything else you want to say, Michelle?
I'm just so grateful to have given this opportunity to speak on behalf of, to not only tell our personal stories, but to also speak on behalf of so many millions of Americans who are affected by the disease. And I'm just looking forward to keeping on this path towards a cure because I know we're going to get there.
All right. Well, we're proud of both of you. You can learn more about the Children's Congress by visiting the new JDRF LA website at jdrfla.org. Thanks for coming here, guys.
Thank you.
All right, still ahead. You've heard of nightmare tenants, but an argument over rent gets really heated when a landlord breaks out some rubbing alcohol. Plus, you know him from private practice. Actor Tim Daly joins us live next.